Hello and welcome to the Grumpy's Rehabilitation Facility. Today we're going to talk about the dynamic events and how I think or how I believe that they should look like and that they should be run. So let's just cut straight to the chase and let's roll the intro.
Hello, my name is Grumpy. Got the grumpy eye. Got the grumpy. Got the grumpy eye. Got the grumpy. Got the grumpy eye. Got the grumpy, 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 grumpy eye.
First off, let's talk about the channel because we do it every week on this show. The channel has grown. It is just amazing. 1,263 subscribers. It's just going up and up, and you guys are amazing. I love you, and thank you for subscribing. And yeah, I have monetized the channel, but like the revenue that I got in the past month or the past 22 days since it is monetized, it's like just under 60 bucks. So that's basically bullshit. YouTube is not counting the views that I got before the monetization process. So yeah, it's like I'm starting with a clean slate, and I gotta like just earn money with like view counts, and yeah, like it's gonna take a while so I can actually earn some actual money. So don't you think that I'm doing anything for the revenue, because like 60 bucks is just bullshit. But that's why I want to thank my patrons, because you guys are awesome and I love you guys. If I could, I will give you a hug. Thank you for supporting the channel, and like you already saw that I bought some like animations and stuff for the text that I'm using on the channel. It's basically from the Patreon money, and if you want to become a patron, there's gonna be a link down in the description of the video, and you can support the channel from there. And yeah, so let's talk about Star Citizen. So, what are dynamic events? By the way, you can hear that I'm tired, so it could be a long one, but I'm gonna try to keep it short because I'm like really exhausted. So, what are dynamic events? Like, dynamic is something that is always changing. It is something that is basically spontaneous and that can give you a sense of progress. Now, while I think that some of the things in the dynamic events that we have already in Star Citizen are really like nicely done, and I mean by like giving you a sense of progress with like I don't know, like giving you the armor that you earned just by being a part of the event, I still think that all of them leave much to be desired, and we really need to like talk about them, and we really need to like pressure CAG to do them right. So first off, I already talked, if you watched my yesterday's video, it's gonna be like Xenothreat, and they're like trying to incentivize PvP during Xenothreat, but Gamma rays are still up over there for some fucking reason. Also, dynamic events, in my mind, should mean that they spawn dynamically, or they just like, you never know when they're gonna spawn, but we do know when each of them is gonna be on. We knew that Jumptown is gonna run for, let's say, 48 or 72 hours. We did know when Xenothreat was on. We did know where Ninetales was gonna be on. And that's not really like... It needs to happen a lot, and like it needs to happen basically every other day, because like the vanilla game or the game itself is very boring to most of us, and it needs to like incentivize teamwork. But I don't see a lot of teamwork. Like the only teamwork I saw was like making conga lines on Jumptown, which is not the teamwork I'm talking about at all. The only teamwork that we actually like saw before was during Xenothreat event last year, and it's probably gonna happen again in this one, because people were actually trying to just hold the whatever they're called, like Zeta Prolanite and all of the other boxes from point A to point B. And they were trying to split it up into like 3 ships, because one of them is like time-based, the other one you can't jump with it, and the third one you like have to handle it like responsibly, basically. And if you bump into something with it, it's gonna explode. So that was a really good idea, and Although, on the other hand, the payout for all of that was trash. I didn't try it in this one, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't try it in this one still. I'm gonna do it once it goes live, and I'll tell you, like, I'll obviously tell you my thoughts on it, but the last one, like, there was no incentive to go there and do that, because, like, you're not gonna earn any money with it. The only incentive there was just to push the mission into the, like, second stage, which is okay, but, like, that's just not enough. So basically, the more money they give us, the more or the bigger incentive it is, and that's just how it works. Now, why do I think that it should be, like, actually dynamic, and it should be, like, randomly spawned, like the events should be randomly spawned? Because you don't really want to have people just make a conga line before the event happens. You don't really want people to be organized before it happens. Like, all of that needs to be organic. And if the events happen, like, on a shuffle mode, that would be amazing, because you would never know what's gonna happen next. And, like, as time passes, we're gonna get more and more these kinds of events, and if they were shuffled, and if we never knew what's gonna happen next, that would be amazing, because you would never be prepared for the fight, or your org isn't gonna be there just waiting for Jump Town 2.0 to happen so they can jump onto a server, like, with each other, with like 40 of you just swarming a single server, or spawning a single server so you can have it for yourselves. So if we had events shuffled and if we didn't know when they were happening, that would be amazing. And, like, on topic of server meshing, at some point when it, like, comes along, in a few years, I guess, yeah, like, more people are gonna be on the servers, but, like, they are not gonna know what is happening on what, or, like, when is it happening, so they will, like, take time to get to the event, which is cool, because that will give an advantage to the people that were basically right next to it. I mean, yeah, they can tell us, yeah, it's gonna happen soon, but, like, they don't need to tell us exactly when is it gonna happen and how long it will last. Now, some events should be like, organized or, like, announced beforehand, because at some point I assume that we're actually gonna get the racing events, and to be honest, even though, like, yeah, they should be, like, announced beforehand, I would actually love them to be spawned by players themselves. So, like, if enough players go to, like, I don't know, Grimhex, because one of the racing courses is over there, and if enough of them paid to, like, play in the championship, or, like, in the race, or to drive or fly in the race, or whatever it's gonna be, then the race spawns, like, the event spawns, and it gets announced that, like, in 10 minutes it's gonna spawn, and players are gonna do it, right? That would be amazing, because, yeah, we need player-triggered events. And, like, if there's money to earn in those, like, if you invest, I don't know, 10,000 AUAC or UAC or space credits or whatever you want to call up, space bucks, and if, like, the initial prize for the first place is, like, 500,000 AUAC or UAC, and on top of that, all of the players' money gets, like, invested into the first prize. So, like, on top of, like, 500,000 AUAC, you get, like, whatever the players invested. Then that would, like, incentivize people to actually play it. Yeah, you would lose some, but you wouldn't lose much. You would lose some money, but you wouldn't lose much if you lost the match or the race. On top of that, like, a bunch of YouTubers already said that, like, Jump Town is fine and everything is fine, even though I wouldn't completely agree. Like, there still needs some work to be done, but the main complaint was, like, why is it just happening on 3 moons that are all frozen? Give us, like, Daymar, give us, like, something else. And I would concur, but why not use the all of the unused space that we have in Stanton, or that we're gonna have in Pyro. We have like certain jump points that are like my killed one, I don't know, Microtech, fucking ArcCorp, ArcCal 4, etc. But we have so much unused space in between. And why not spawn like a bunch of caterpillars or caterpillar wrecks that people are gonna fight over so they can get the money or the boxes or the drugs or whatever from those caterpillars? That would be amazing, right? Because like first you gotta get there, you don't really know where it is, you gotta like scan for it, you get there and then you fight for it, basically, if there's somebody there that's trying to get your stuff. And being there in the middle of nowhere gives you a lot of opportunities to do some different stuff, like be a stealth observer and just like chill there and observe what's happening, then EVA to the caterpillars, or like be in a eclipse and blow everything up, or like there's like so much possibilities in this game. And like the main thing about being stranded in the middle of nowhere is that your spawn point wouldn't be like any close to the event itself. So you would really need to like think about how do I approach this task or this event with like so many people around it and not die, because if I die I'm gonna lose everything. And with Jumptown you always had a spawn point close, unless you're a pirate and you forgot to hack the camera. Well then yeah, you had to like spawn on Grimhex or you would go to Clasher. Also, like, why not have delivery missions that are basically events? So there's a priority delivery mission, somebody like a ship under quotations fell to the ground and it's a derelict ship, you gotta take a box from it, but everybody has the same priority mission, and that box sells for, I don't know, 50k, 100,000, and you do it. If we had stuff like that happen all the time, that would incentivize more PvP and more player interaction, and that is what we actually need in this game. I know that like most players are still trying to play a single-person game in like Star Citizen, which is, I mean, I get it to a degree, but like this is an MMO, and if you really want to play an MMO as like a single player experience, well, you can do the bounty missions, or you can go and play on the Aeron's Halo, or like mine over there, or whatever. But we, the people, the community, we actually need more player interactions, because that's what's gonna build the game. That's what's gonna like at some point when we get server mashing down the line, well, yeah, like we will need huge ass dynamic events that are gonna make people just congregate in one spot and fight over that, or try to work out a deal, because like fighting at some point is gonna be disastrous for all of the sides that are involved in the conflict. So yeah, I really want you guys to like spam CAG to like just make more. We need more events, PvP events, not just like massive fucking battles that are like 7 frames per second where you fight like brainless fucking NPCs. No, we need PvP events. We need something that's gonna like make us use tactics, something that's gonna make us build orgs, that is gonna make us interact with each other, that is gonna make us organize, that is gonna make us go like, hey, I'm holding Jumptown, or whatever the point is, and if you want to come here, you need to pay my org, or you need to pay me, and I'm gonna let you through. And once I let you through, I don't give a fuck about the crates. You can take the crates, but I just want the money. And once that is integrated into the game, the game will be completely different, and it will be such a fun fucking experience. It would be, because it was fun during Jumptown, even though I would call it Jumptown Tier 0, but yeah, that's just me. People were happy, I'm happy that I PvP'd, but although like I would change a bunch of things, but like it was like inducing, it was like my body was producing serotonin, so that's the only thing that matters, right? Also, like, they could do like spread out and search for clues events, and you will like gather a bunch of clues that will just lead you to the target location where you could find the whatever it is, and that would be fun. That would be fun for people that don't really want a PvP, but those are also events, and those are a bit different from what we have right now. But like, you understand why I'm making this video. Like, we desperately need more from this game. We need gameplay. We need gameplay mechanics. We need gameplay loops. We need all of that so we can actually have fun. Yeah, like, you can talk about, yeah, that's gonna break economy. That we need still we still need the economy to be implemented properly, etc., etc., etc. But dude, it's like, the matter of fact is that it's just not fun anymore. Like, it's just not fun. Most people are just like, I don't know, making screenshots, fucking flying around. Like, if you look at YouTube, like, the most viewed shit about Star Citizen is just like beauty fucking shots of Carrack landing or taking off, or sunsets and all of that. That's not gameplay. That's like Screenshot Maker 2022. Jesus Christ, like, am I the only one that wants a game here? I know I'm not. Of course, I know I'm not. And I know that you guys are like subscribed to me because you want the same thing. So yeah, I guess we gotta fight for it. And yeah, I don't want to turn into a fucking one of those like armchair developers, because like, oh, when I see those, I get so pissed off. Like, I saw people that wanted CHE to make like actual like cloth ripple mechanics and all of that, and go into detail with everything. Dude, we already have the best fucking rice modeled in a game. If you go to Clasher, you can see it on a table in a fucking bowl. It's an 8K fucking rice. Can you eat it? No. Why the fuck is it there? Why does it need to be fucking 8K? Why do we have 8K rice and we don't have fucking gameplay mechanics? And yeah, like, events could solve that. You just trigger an event that like players drive from there on out. And that's like what this game could be and what it should be from my point of view. But yeah, as always, yeah, like, just tell me in the comments section if you agree or disagree with me. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. I'm really tired. I gotta go to bed. And thank you for watching. And don't forget to bring a towel when you're traveling through space, because maybe at some point there will be strange events happening that like nobody knew about, and you will need it to survive, or to, like, I don't know, fucking repel to a I don't know. Fucking hell, just bring it. Anyway, ta-ta-da-da-ta, we need more events. Yeah, we do. As a community, yeah, we actually do. There's some people that wanna fucking single player this game, but they're gonna hop out of this game as soon as like Starbase or whatever it's called gets released, the Bethesda game, whatever. So yeah, just more events, please. Thank you, love you, goodbye. Mwah.